So these are all my favorite players that I grew up watching when from the beginning, like when I had a love and passion for basketball. I have a bunch of these cards, of players like who are known and who are not well known. I have them in a box, and I have this deck right here. This is the free deck right here. I have my box deck on the floor over there. So this is Lance Stephenson. Lance Stephenson, he is a player who came out of Cincinnati, and he also came out of Lincoln, New York. So, you can see his averages right there. I'm not sure if you can see them well, but, these are his averages. His nickname is Born Ready. So anybody who know about Born Ready, you'll know about him. Okay, so this is Bill Russell. We already know who Bill Russell is. Phenomenal player, phenomenal feat. He'll forever be in history as one of the greats. And I have another card right here of him. He'll always be a great. Okay, so I have right here Bobo. Bobo is like a player who came out of Sudan. He is the cousin of Luol Deng, and he is the son of Bobo, who played for the Washington Bullets. 7-footer. He can play forward. He can also play point forward if he's developed properly. So let's see. We have Zach Randolph. Anybody know about Zach Randolph? They'll know he was an excellent post player who played the forward. So you have a player who can average double digits and rebounding and also scoring. You would want Zach Randolph on your team. No, hold on. Is this Zach Randolph? Okay, yes, it's Zach Randolph. This back card right here that's attached to it is Al Jefferson. Let me see if I can get the card out. Okay, it's going to take me a while. I think I got it out. Okay, here it is. Right here, this is Al Jefferson. Okay, again, he's like a Zach Randolph, except that he has a much more extensive player rating and scoring down low. He has a better offensive repertoire than Zach Randolph. Zach Randolph is probably a better rebounder. So here you have Angel Reese. We all know who Angel Reese is. She's highly touted coming out of LSU. Lottery pick for the Chicago Sky. She's following in the steps of Sylvia Fowles. Okay, so you have right here, no misunderstanding. This is Michael Jordan, the greatest player to ever play the game. You have right here, a cousin of mine, Cleanthony Early. He is from New York. His family coming out of Georgia. So, he let me see, on Early. Knicks president Phil Jackson said to ESPN, like most rookies, he'll be a work in progress for a while. So, you know what I mean? He went and had an excellent play in the Emirate Leagues. He had an excellent play. He's still over there, and he's picked up another season with them. Okay, so I think this is Luol Deng. Okay, Luol Deng. We all know who Luol Deng is. Luol Deng is a small forward, prototype small forward. He's excellent on the mid-range, and he's an excellent team player, and he's an excellent defender. Everybody knows who this person is right here, Evan Turner. Evan Turner is a player who played for Ohio State Buckeyes. He came out of St. Joseph Academy in Illinois. He's one of the best Chicago players ever to play the game. He didn't play for the Chicago Bulls, I think, but he did play for Philadelphia. He played for Indiana Pacers, and I think he played for some other teams as well. So here, Oscar Robertson. No confusion at all. Oscar Robertson is a great. He's a pioneer of the game, and he's also an excellent thought thinker. He played guard and I think a little bit of forward. He can score with the best of them. So you have this person right here out of Navy, David Robinson, played alongside Tim Duncan. This person right here is an excellent person. He served this country. He's one of the best centers to ever play the game. Okay, so you have right here Tyrus Thomas. I had the pleasure of talking to him. He liked one of my Instagram posts as well. He's the former, I think, #1 pick or #2 pick. The Chicago Bulls took him. I think Andre Bargnani went #1 and Tyrese Thomas went #2. LaMarcus Aldridge was supposed to go #2, but the Chicago Bulls wanted to go with him because he had more athleticism. He played with Big Baby Davis. Okay, so this right here is my favorite shooting guard of all time, even above Michael Jordan, Ray Allen. If I'm playing a guard rotation, I'm going with Baron Davis and I'm going with, Ray Allen. If I have a guard coming off the bench as a 6-man, it's going to be Rajon Rondo. Okay? So we have right here Sherron Collins, no surprise. McDonald's feature, coming out of Crane High School, one of the best to ever play. Played for Kansas, won a championship with Kansas over Memphis. So this guy right here, this is a cousin of mine. He's a Collins. So that Mississippi side right there, he plays that game. He plays with a lot of toughness. This is AK-47, Andrea Karolinko. I love this guy right here. He's a perfect small forward. He's like an excellent defender. He can play defense with the best of them. So that's about it right there. Yeah. So you have Ben Gordon playing shooting guard. He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. He's an undersized shooting guard. He's like one of the best 3-point shooters. I think alongside Craig Hodges for the Chicago Bulls. He is from that British Isle. So this guy right here, he's a topper. Okay, so we have Nate Archibald. Nate Archibald is he played for the Boston Celtics. He played for some other teams as well. But this right here is before my time. I went ahead and got him because I knew that he was one of the best to ever play. And I used to play with his person on his opponent on NBA Live. So here, Dirk Nowitzki, one of the best small forwards and power forwards of all time. I would say he's the best forward to ever play the game, even beyond Larry Bird, in my opinion. That's an argument right there that a person can have in basketball. Is Larry Bird better than Dirk Nowitzki? Dirk Nowitzki could hit threes. He can hit that pocket three. He can hit that top of the key three. He can hit that square three. He can pass it. He can dribble the ball. A 7-footer doing all this, I don't know anyone that's like him. So you have right here Rajon Rondo, excellent defender, excellent point guard, excellent leader. Played for Kentucky, played for Oak Hill, and played for the Boston Celtics. Won a championship with the Celtics, and also played for the Bulls. Speaking of the Bulls, Derrick Rose. I'm not even going to say anything about that card. Anybody know about Derrick Rose saw him play, they'll know he's up there in the top echelon. Jrue Holiday. I love his game. 6'4", big point guard. Not a shooting guard, but he's a big point guard. Jrue Holiday, he can dish it. He can steal the ball. He can also play with a high offensive and defensive awareness. One of the best players in the game right now to this day. Larry Bird. There you go. Larry Bird. This right here is a gem mint, so I won't be selling this ever. This right here is a highly touted player. Excellent small forward. I would say he's one of the best small forward to play offensively than any other small forward that I've seen, even LeBron James. Here's Sylvia Fowles. She is the hope. She was the original hope for the Chicago Sky. Sylvia Fowles, she went to play for the Minnesota Lynx. Sylvia Fowles, she played at LSU. She is the bread and butter before Angel Reese. She would go down as a Chicago Sky legend. Andre Iguodala, Springfield, Illinois, played at Arizona, played for the Philadelphia 76ers, and also I think he won a championship with Draymond Green and Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors. So here he is right here. I'll take him as shooting guard, as small forward anytime. He's just one of those guards, and he's a guard forward basically. He can get it done. He can defend, and he can also block shots. He can pass too. He can play point forward. This right here is Tony Allen. Tony Allen, he's a guard. He's really good on defense. You know, he's not much a offensive player, but he has offensive awareness when you're in transition. So you have to be careful when you're scouting, playing against him. This is Patrick Beverley. Many days where, you know, I wanted Patrick Beverley to be the link or the future going forward for the Chicago Bulls after Derrick Rose left. I feel like he represents the city well, and he is, the chancellor for the city. Dwayne Wade, no surprise, won a championship with LeBron James and Chris Bosh. Has a statue down there in Miami unveiled of him. Perfect two guard, not a point forward, not a point guard, not a small forward, just a shooting guard. He can slash with the best of them. And we have two more cards left. This is Jabari Parker, went to Simeon over there with Derrick Rose. He was supposed to be Derrick Rose after Derrick Rose left Simeon. He had a journey career, and he's an excellent small forward. Sean Livingston, Peoria, Illinois, another Chicago basketball player, one of the greats, played for the Los Angeles Clippers. Had a horrible leg injury, but, he bounced back. And he's still one of the premier point guards that we've seen in this game today. He can definitely dish and he can scout. He will be an excellent addition to anyone's coaching staff. So that's about it right there. These are all my unboxed cards. My box cards, I'm not going to show them because that's the era from like the 90s. So I don't know really much about 90s basketball, but these are all the players who started, in this era here. So, yeah. Great piece. Yakoki.